Hello YouTubers, Troz here, back with more Factorio. I hope all of you are doing well and staying safe. Hopefully you just saw a time-lapse of basically the last 6 hours of my playing. Um, a lot has happened, and not too much has happened. um, One thing I didn't realize, but some of you may have, uh, is last time my power was like at 150 with, I don't know, it was 2 or maybe 300 megawatts. But like half of that was accumulators, which aren't long-term power. So um, basically, when I connected this all up, it actually still is connected, and we started building this out, and we had lots of robots going across, and we started producing lots of stuff. I ran into power issues. Uh, so I believe I had this. I built one more, and then later a fifth. So we basically have five. Well, 10 copies. Well, 10 of 10. What am I trying to say? We have 100 now. Well, we got 280 total steam engines, which is quite a bit more uh, than we previously had. Let's stay in the. I also had to build out this coal plant mining, because we had this one, but it alone wasn't really supplying enough. So now we have actually 2 trains supplying coal, one from each. That's stone. Yeah, so we have one unloading. This one's over here, filling up. And then that will come back here, hopefully before this one fully unloads. And then this one will go off to this plant here. I also built out more iron mining. Because hey, we're running low on iron, and partially because I kind of set this up not the best way, and we are pulling more from these from this top wagon than from this wagon, because of the way I have these splitters. But now I have it more balanced, so that we'll take from this inner line and merge it into this outer one. You see this one is still unloading quicker because, hey, these aren't full and these are. So I should really tell the train to go on so we can get another train in here before these completely unload. Which, well, that one just did. I probably should put in some lane balancers, and that would help things out. But it's doing better than it was. Additionally, I put in more gear production down here. And that's to help really our blue belt crafting, hopefully. And then also our inserter or stack inserter crafting. Because you can see we have all our furnaces in, and I think we have all our assembling machines in, but we're, way behind on the belts. Yeah, so it's probably going to be a long while, let's say, before this is actually producing much. Looks like I can... I don't think I have automated production of chemical plants or... definitely don't have centrifuges, but I need chemical plants and oil refineries. Don't need many oil refineries, but chemical plants would help. Let's actually... what do I need? I need some stone bricks. Well, luckily we're producing them right over here. That will be plenty. I could probably set up one assembler for chemical plants somewhere. If I put these here, hopefully they'll be taken and installed. You know, we'll just there. Chemical plant. And we don't need too many, so that should be plenty. Of course, we want to limit that down. Okay. I also should mention I did die once between the episodes. You may not have noticed it, but down here there was a base, and I basically attacked it when I should have held off a little bit. And you guys gonna get blasted? Yeah, like that. What I did manage to get done is we've got a nice iron mine here set up for 1-4 trains. All my previous mines, including these over here, were for 1-2 trains. One locomotive with 2 wagons, because that's how I have these stations set up. But the stations for here run on 1-4 trains. So that's how I've set these up. This still has yellow belts, but once we get all the blue belts in here, I should have enough production to upgrade these to blue belts, because blue belts are one of the things that this will produce. One thing that is not being produced, and I don't plan to produce yet, is beacons, because this factory itself will produce beacons. Not quickly at first, because it won't be fully beaconed, but once it does start producing beacons, they'll be installed, and it will also produce the modules, not nearly as quickly, but still faster than we're producing them currently. And so eventually this will start off slow, but it will eventually work its way up to full speed. So yeah, we have the iron here. Basically using the same design. We have stone over here. Don't use very much stone, so this actually could stay yellow belts and probably would be sufficient. I put in oil here. There is another oil patch here, but as you can see, it's in the way. So we will probably need another oil patch eventually, but this will be good for the start. Here we have copper and coal. Those will be great. And the only really other thing we will need, but not at first, is uranium. And there's a nice patch here that we can clear out. And we can use that. But like I said, we don't even have centrifuges being produced, and they do actually take quite a bit of material. But before, we get the centrifuges are like the last thing we need running. Before we get them running, before we get anything running, we're gonna need to hook all these things up to a railroad, system. So that is my plan for the rest of this episode. One thing I do want to do, somewhere I have, up here, a bunch of storage chests. Because I died, I had to build, that's full, build additional, well, I tried to build a modular armor. I did build sort of that armor. And I apparently had this armor on me for ever. But we did get our good power armor back. But I want to drop those off because they're just taking up space in my inventory. So let's actually update this to like 900 rails. And I'm gonna put that to 200. And of course, I forgot to press the check mark. Yeah, so the yellow tinted ones mean, hey, you have stuff on the way. Red means you're low. If it has a red background, you're low and you don't have stuff on the way. Let's get some more signals as well. Okay. Yeah, those are on the way. We don't have enough at the moment, but they should be produced relatively fast. Here's our... Oh. Here's our rails. Yeah, I was wondering, but yeah, I did redo this to not need belts. Or not use belts, at least. Where are we producing signals? I'm not entirely sure, but I know they're coming from somewhere. Yeah, I also put in these here to kind of block off this area. But still there should be, I may need to move the radar, but there should be enough room to get a rail line through here if I need to. Alright, 9 are on the way here. Got 100 some odd on the way. Alright, while things come, I have this book. I've had it for quite a while. I didn't make this. I got this, I think, off of Reddit or Factorio Prints. One of them. And we'll be using that. Oh, here's the signals. Wow. Alright, we have everything. Okay, just about everything. 3 on the way. Alright, we are good. So let's go connect up this new production Kickstarter factory to a rail network. Eventually I'll hook it into this rail network as well, I think, but not at the moment. Oh, you know what? Alright, that can last for a bit, but we'll have to go down there and fix things up in not too much more time. T, safe crossing, entrance. Yeah, that looks good to me, so we'll put this down. And because that's the entrance in. And put some straights. And I'll need to make sure I don't drag when I'm clicking. Alright, let's now, four-way intersections I know aren't the greatest for throughput, but we'll see how this does, and we'll modify it if needed. Also, eventually, I may upgrade this to a four-way track, and this book, I also have a four-lane, basically 2 lanes in each direction book that is compatible. You can just lay it right over top. Is that in? That kind of looks like a ghost to me, but you know what? It is a ghost because I don't have lamps. Not sure if I'm making lamps, but if I am, let's ask for 200. Actually, this is going to be a T, because I don't have too much off that way, but I'm leaving that open, so in the future, we can build out that way. Alright, didn't need to put that down. Let's move you here. Ah, am I already out of... Did it again. Alright. I'm gonna put another one there. So theoretically, we can have 2 trains, you know, one filling, one waiting. And then we'll just have a exit up ahead. There we go. So that's this station all set up. We're going to continue up to the stone that's up there. Only thing I would have liked is if they had one that's like 4 or 5 streets in a row. And apparently we're out of rails already. Alright, let's put a T here. And also craft some of those. And hopefully the bots are a little bit smart. Oh, especially with them being crafted one at a time. Yeah, we'll... hopefully... clear all the way there. Alright, now, we'll have to... I guess we'll do that, even though I kinda don't want to go this high, but... let's take some of Ace's maneuvers and try not to get hit. And we should be good. There we go, that wasn't too bad. Actually, I have this wrong. It's exit as in exit from the... what happened there? There we go. This needs to be the exit. And then... entrance. We'll just adjust that. Something like that. And like that, and let's... get a few signals down here. Alright, that will work. And this can extend further on if we need it. Okay, that did hook up. It didn't look like it for a bit there. And we'll just have this come over this way. And we'll go one more. Or maybe not. That shouldn't break all the power, but... You know what, I can probably just move all of that by one. Well, this will be interesting. Let's see. That'll work. And now if we can just... not that way. That'll work. To zoom out and not change the selected blueprint. We'll have this come down here. And somehow connect back up. Alright, we'll go fix that next. Let's arrange things a bit here. Let's remove you. And remove all of you. Good. This is still connected up. we'll have to rearrange this a little bit. Just like that. And just like that. Okay, yeah, it's gonna take a bit of time to restock. We're not producing lamps. We're gonna have to fix that. Yeah, who's getting shot up? How are you making it all the way up here? Where are you coming from? Alright, alright, let's finish this. You will be making lamps. Oh, you guys don't need sticks. Back in the day, I thought they needed sticks. I don't think we have copper cable. So, who is... Yeah, all the tracks along here should be in construction range. So they should be being built automatically. We have this, which is great. We're gonna cut you and transplant you over here. Oh, that's the one thing I didn't do. Is limit the amount, and I'm not sure I can do that remotely. So we're gonna just delete him. Limit the amount. Cut. And paste. That'll get built in a minute and start producing lamps. How are we doing on our... Well, we got about a third of them. And, well, half of them. Not sure when I use a logistics chest. Not a non-logistics chest. But, maybe I walked past something over there. Let's get in the tank here. And I happen to have some of those I produced earlier. Of course, we have a ton of rails coming at us right now. And I kind of don't want to leave all the robots, like, hanging. But if I drive a bit closer... Okay, how did I get so full? Don't need that, don't need that, let's say. I don't have one of those. And let's put that in the trunk and be careful not to blow up the tank. Alright, let's go repair and take care of the aliens who are shooting up my mining outposts. The rocket fuel, it does go very quick, but it doesn't stop real well, so I'm actually lucky that I didn't take out that pipeline. Okay, that's all repaired. And that's a lot of spitters. Alright. That wasn't too bad. And there's another group over here. Ooh, that's a... There we go. Come on into my lasers. 2 seconds on a rock there. And not anymore. That was a bit spicy there, but we survived it. Okay. Let's clear this out as well. This is the uranium ore. later. Not this episode. Not too bad. Come back here. There you go. Let's switch over to cannons and see what we can do with that. Alright, that should be good enough for now. Let's let this guy repair us up. And let's lay some track. Sounded like my engine stopped there, but didn't think we'd run out of rocket power fuel yet. Alright, we're gonna have to come back. Oh, you know what? It helps if I slow down enough for these guys to actually place items. I don't really care about the lights that much. I mean, eventually I'll come back, but these signals are definitely important. Don't want our trains running into each other. And let's move that back to a valid location. That's the one problem I have with this set. While everything does line up, when you have a big intersection, the curves wind up right where the signals don't work. Okay, again, there should be signals there, chain signals. I just have to make sure I drive slow enough that these can get all built out. Of course, that I don't, you know, run over electric poles or anything like that. Alright, let's go this way first. This will end quicker. Okay, that's fine. That's near my... Oh, that is part of my main base, basically, and it gets repair packs. Just don't bother the natives over there and we'll be fine. Until, of course, we start mining over here and start creating a whole lot of pollution, but that's why we got some laser defenses. Are we all out already? Yes, we are. Alright. Well, that's why I came this way. I hope we'd finish. We almost finished. Kind of defensive perimeter here. You know what? I never put in the entrance on this side. We'll have to come back and do that after we get resupplied. Alright. In a few minutes, we should have, well, more supplies. Alright, so we have the rails around here mostly planned out. Like I said, need to stick in the entrance or exit of the rail system. To me, like, this is the exit of the mine, but I think the blueprints are labeled the other way around. This I'll have to move, but this is eventually to go up this way. There's a nice another oil field up here. That's probably the next closest oil field. This is also nice, but it's a bit further away. So when we do need more oil than this, probably go there. I eventually do want to, mostly head out in one direction, because, I mean, my spawn... Where did I start? It was around here somewhere. My first mines were all around here. I'm not sure which... Maybe that was my initial... They always put in a lake. Even though, like, hey, there's a really huge one that generated not far. But anyway, the further from where you spawn, the bigger the ore patches will be. So you can see, like, okay, this is 2 million, this one's 8 million, but then there's, like, 17. They'll vary in size, like that one's only 8 as well, but if you try to go out in multiple directions, it's not as efficient as going in one direction, because they'll get bigger faster if you're only going in one direction. Rather than, like, oh, if I go, 2 or 3 screens this way and 2 or 3 screens this way, you'd be better off going 6 screens in this direction. You'll find more ore. How are we doing with getting more items? Not too bad. While I'm waiting, let's... That should work, I think. Yeah, while we're waiting, we can plan things out. Alright, that's not really what I want, so let's do that, and then we can do that. work there. Meanwhile, that's a small stone patch. I'm probably not ever going to mine that. What I will do, though, is... oh, who's getting... Alright, you I don't care about, really. Alright, let's go... one straight segment. And then... we'll do an exit. That's getting harder to see. But... we'll curve off here. Can we do another exit? And... well, it's not exactly what I want, so let's just edit this a bit and get it closer. Okay, inventory is full. And, you know, that's not really what I want either here. Yes, thank you. I know my inventory is full. Alright, that'll work. And... we need an entrance, and... in fact, I will kind of shove that right there. And not that I really need it, but we'll kind of have that angled. I'll have to clear those guys out because we'll have the rail come this way, and that's how we'll get down here. What I do kind of need, though, is I don't know, actually. This will go to here. We'll erase some of that and get that over here. This will go to here. This is going to come down, and that will eventually go to here. I'll have to figure out something here. I can turn it, maybe if we blow up some of the cliffs over there. You know what? I don't need 100 of these anymore. 50 will be... 50 will be plenty. Thank you. No, I don't need 700 of these. You know what? 200 to 300 will be plenty. And we should have enough for now. So let's finish this branch of the railroad off, and probably call it an episode. So I didn't realize how long this was taking. That's the one thing with Factorio. It usually takes longer than you expect. Yeah, so that's the plan. we'll get the rest of these in. Oh, are you... Yeah, you'll be built. Oh, what is... I can't wait to research artillery and take care of some of those bases remotely. Come on. We can blow this up, can't we? Don't blow that up. We're clear. Alright. We'll just finish this off. I'll finish the tracks going down to the coal and copper. And I guess I'll see you next time. So I'll say thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. And I'll see you in the next episode.